Chorus Voices, the podcast brought to you by Chorus, a fresh approach to community service. Settle in, listen in, and enjoy the voices who bring you reflections, musings, and stories from our community.
Hello and welcome to this episode of Chorus Voices. I'm Chorus CEO Dan Minchin.
And I'm Head of Brand and People at Chorus, Louise Forster.
Now, Louise, today we're going to have a chat about a part of the Chorus service that was a relatively new thing for me when I joined Chorus, which is the Disability Employment Services Service, which is a fantastic program under which we support people and work with people living with disability to get into work of some form or other, including volunteer work, paid work, and really try and give them an opportunity to get on their feet in the workplace and get on with living the life that they choose. It really is full of some remarkable people, both Chorus staff and volunteers, and also the customers of the service, who in some cases go on to become staff of Chorus and volunteers, and the circle is complete. It's really quite amazing to see.
Like the first time I heard Des, I had to ask who he was, and I worked out that Disability Employment Services, like so many things in our sector, is often shortened to an acronym. So we hear people talking about DES or DES.
Yeah, I think it's a national acronym. DES. DES is everywhere.
Nice bloke.
And DES is a bit of a national feature.
Absolutely. So I met with our DES team down in Fremantle, and I was there on the morning when one of our team had an interview with a guy who had obviously been out of the workforce for quite some time, and I was sitting in a space close by, our staff member and the customer coming in. Didn't actually see the customer, which was really interesting. So I overheard the conversation for half an hour and had just this amazing experience of, a guy who probably had lost a lot of confidence and hadn't been in the workplace, and our staff member was able to just really have a conversation about what might be holding him back and what might motivate him and how he might, think about rebuilding the confidence and the skills. And he ended up wanting to go and find out about volunteering with us to, build connections and regain skills and eventually move to get back into the workforce. So it's just incredible to kind of hear how we go about having some of these conversations with people.
Because it is one of those fundamental aspects of people living a good life, is to feel like they've got purposeful work. And many of the people we meet through the DES program, have, as you said, have become disconnected from that opportunity for some reason or other, and often it's about us working with them to uncover a passion or a talent or an interest and get back on that path. So we also wanted to go out and talk to some of these people, as we do on Chorus Voices, but to do that we worked with a member of our fantastic Chorus marketing team, Judith, and Judith is here to talk to us today in the studio, and we'll hear a bit of Judith's conversations later on in the session. Judith, do you want to start by telling us who you are?
Dan, I work in the communications and marketing team, a great team. I'm a coordinator there.
What do you enjoy about what you do?
I think one of my passions is telling stories. I like to get out and talk to people about what they're doing and communicate those stories back to everybody who wants to hear about them, because there's some fantastic things going on in the community that Chorus is doing. So I love talking to customers, volunteers, staff.
And for anybody who's sort of come across Chorus online or read our annual report, that's Judith's voice that you were reading, and I think she's very nicely encapsulated the Chorus voice, which is why she's perfect to be on Chorus Voices. So Judith, why don't you tell us a bit about the first of the conversations that you had for Chorus Voices?
Yeah, so I had a chat with Toby and Craig at Chorus DES in Fremantle. We talked about how Chorus has helped Toby make a difference not only in his life, but also in the life of others. So Toby was a refrigeration mechanic for about 8 years until it became a bit much for him. He got a bit depressed. He took some time off work, and eventually he came to Community First, which is now Chorus, and they helped transition him into a new role. So at the moment, Toby's in a support role with Chorus. He's doing 5 days a week, doing really well. He does a couple of hours each day with different customers, and he really enjoys talking, particularly to customers, and giving back some of the experience that he's learned along the way. He's able to help customers with that. Toby has started a course down in Notre Dame for 13 weeks. He talks about how Chorus was helping to facilitate that, and how we helped work around his schedule.
The guys here were great. They were just sort of like, you were great at what you know, talking and being able to interact with individuals on a really good level where you can allow them to vent and have what they want to say, as well as contributing to a conversation in a healthy way. So they're like, yeah, great. You know, I reckon you'd be really good for Craig, especially really drove it home that you'd probably be the best applicant for the role. So I was like, okay, cool. And the guys up there, Chev especially, she's great up there. I've just been interacting with her, talking with her quite a fair bit, and she's getting me on the right track with exactly what my requirements are of the client and what they expect of me and all that kind of things, as far as, you know, helping them to, you know, whether it's just buying shopping on one day or figuring out how to cook something that you need, and going through like really bad struggles myself. I had to learn all that stuff by myself, you know, and figure out, you know, going from having two 2-minute noodles to figure out how to make a meal for myself. So I feel like a couple of my clients are like that, where I feel like I really do help them and go, it's not that hard, you know, you only have to spend $50 to $100 or whatever a week.
Yeah, so your experience.
Yeah, so it's kind of, yeah, and that's really what the ladies at the office up there in Kwinana definitely sort of honed in on, was that it was good that I had that experience and I could actually draw on that. And I was like, well, I may as well use what I've got. So I didn't have a job and I wasn't, you know, contributing to anything, but they were sort of telling me, I'm making steps and doing your thing, constantly reaffirming me that what I'm doing is actually contributing to something good. And it did feel like that. It does feel like that. So, yeah.
And how long have you been working for Chorus?
I couldn't put a number of days on it. I think it's probably about 2 to 3 months now, which has been great. I didn't feel any pressure from Chorus or anything to be like, no, you're going to make sure you know, we need you working so many hours. They were like, no, we're going to work around you, whatever you need. You know, we can facilitate. We're all here to help each other, kind of feeling. There's that very sense of a camaraderie amongst everyone, that, you know, we're all just trying to make everyone's job a little bit easier, you know.
And what sort of customers do you work with?
They've basically given me a lot of clients that are have a few of them have on the spectrum, basically, for autism. Some of them have schizophrenia, mild schizophrenia. I think that, one of my other clients has also had a few strokes and a brain aneurysm, I think, as well. So it's clients that basically are dealing with mental anguishes and things like that, which is what I kind of thrive on, really. So.
Yeah. And in 5 years' time, where do you see yourself?
Realistically, I will probably still be studying, and hopefully I'll still be doing the support work, which is definitely the kind of work that I want to be continuing on with. But these guys, yeah, the support is great, yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, if someone basically wanted to, if they were on part-times and they were in Struggletown and they didn't know where to go and they didn't know what to do, I recommend Chorus is probably the best place.
So Craig, tell me a little bit about Disability Employment Services here at Chorus.
Righto, so Disability Employment Services is a program that we run that helps people with disabilities prepare for and move into sustainable employment.
Great worker?
Yeah, trying to be. Yeah.
No problems at all. Toby's a great guy. It's a couple of successes there with Toby in that we've got him into further education, which is one of the goals of the program, you know, moving people forward. It's about individual outcomes for the person. It's not about people coming in and us pushing them into any job. He seemed quite motivated about doing that. It's good for us that we've helped someone change their life. You know, like we've set him up on a new path for life. It's not just about a job that's going to pay him wages in the meantime, but not give him satisfaction for himself. Working at another organisation, they may not have that ability to hire within our own organisation. So we're really lucky also that Chorus supports its clients by offering them work opportunities if they're suitable for the role. It takes away some of the anxiety, correct me if I'm wrong, when you go to work for that organisation, that you feel that you already know them. Do you feel that coming to work for Chorus because you already knew us was easier than going to work for a place that we wouldn't have known the people?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was, well, I mean, the best thing was sort of you guys pushing for the helped me go. Like you were contacting Renee in the office up in Kwinana quite a fair bit, and Pamela and all that, sort of been like, oh, and it's not even like it went 6 months and I didn't hear from you. Every time I came in for checking, I've heard.
How we felt about the organisation probably made you feel more comfortable coming to work for them. It wasn't a hard sell trying to sell you to come.
Yeah, well, there wasn't a sense of like over seriousness, and I mean, finishing the tertiary pathway program now, I had my interview for my next course, the Bachelor of the Behavioural Sciences, and I sort of mentioned to them that the work that I was doing, they said, yeah, that's great. I mean, you could even use that as doing your prac work, which I thought was great. So I could be still working the whole time and actually use it as, the prac towards my...
it's a win-win-win.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's, I mean, it's all falling together, which is great, yeah.
So Judith, that's just one story, and those stories are happening every day across Chorus and of course other DES providers. And I really love how there's a sort of a circle created here where people might come in the door as a customer and then they might get involved as a volunteer and then join our workforce. It really just goes back to that Chorus philosophy of, we're all just people, we're all living and working in the community at some point somewhere, and we might fit into that circle somewhere along the way.
Yeah, Dan, it's great that Chorus is providing pathways not only to employment in the community service sector, but also within Chorus itself. Chorus is certainly putting the community back into community service.
That's the way we like it to be.
Absolutely, we sure do. So you had a chat to a couple of other people, I hear, Judith, when you were down in Rockingham?
Yeah, I went down and had a chat to Sue Ann and Vanessa, who, like Toby, have become part of our Chorus community. They meet for a coffee and catch up every week, and on this occasion they had a catch up with me too. So Vanessa, firstly, tell me about why you came to Chorus. What were you doing before you came along to Chorus, and why did you think that coming to Chorus would be a good idea?
I was with an employment agency, so I was through DES. So I've got a different background of all areas, I suppose, and anything I like to give a go. Try anything out and explore new avenues, and I like a challenge, I suppose. And in Chorus, obviously being a merged company is really good, because it's all different areas of people do things different, and we want to merge into one.
So you came to Chorus to help find work, and then they found you a job here.
Yes, they did.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
so
it's good. It was like they helped me every step of the way, and encouraged me wherever I needed encouragement. And put me in the right path where I need to go.
And so what do you do at Chorus now?
I'm a support worker.
Yeah.
So in-home care, I think it's called now. So I work 5 days a week. So all the hours are slowly getting lots more. So it's a really good company, good job. I've got really good clients, so I'm quite happy. Yeah.
And how long have you been doing that for?
Since May. So I'm only a freshie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started in May, and now I'm up to almost 20 hours a week. So, and probably 6 clients. So that's really good.
And what sort of things do you do with your a support worker?
As a support worker, I can take people shopping. I help them clean. I went and played golf. I just hang out and talk and let people vent to me. I help them clean and declutter, and they get to help, they choose what they want to do for the day, and I stretch it out or whatever I need to encourage them to go to the path they want to take. But I've got one client that's, she's doing really well. So her path is eventually to do home hobbies and start as a business. So she's starting with the markets first, the little steps. And but she just moved house, so we've got to try and get her to be stable in that house first. But it's really good. Mainly shopping, food shopping, helping with budgets, and just being there for them.
Sounds like some of the things that Chorus has helped you with, you're now able to help other people with.
Yeah, it's transferable skills. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
Yeah. Particularly you like working, you really enjoy
I love
what you're doing. And what do you think you'll be doing in 5 years' time?
I'm probably still doing the same thing.
Yeah. I think you found your career path here?
Yes, yeah, it is good. And the clients I've had at the moment, they're awesome. But because once you get regular ones, you get that bond, and it helps.
You brought along a fellow Chorus worker here who's also got her story, Sue.
I heard a little bit about you two. You're a bit of a duo.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. And how long have you been working?
Since February. Yeah, so, but it's been really good. I've got a good set of clients that I see regularly every week. We've got a really good bond. They are, they were very reserved when I first met them, quite reserved, very within themselves, but they are so out of themselves now, which is good for both of us, because it shows that me being there and helping them getting back on track into their life and their community gives me a sense of achievement that I helped. Both of us have had similar in our backgrounds, like with injuries too.
Yeah.
So we know each other's
Struggles.
yeah, which makes it good between us. Like I don't know.
Yeah. No, it just makes you, I don't know, something common, a similar situation, so we
Yeah.
understand each other and what situations we're in.
Yeah.
Like, it took me almost a year to be able to walk properly again, so I was sleeping on a recliner for a year. But they were there to support you, and not just to, put you down and say, no, do this, or I'm going to cut you.
Oh, and support they did.
Yeah,
I mean, they
that's right.
have done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Fantastic job.
Yeah. Did you want to talk a bit more about that sort of support that's been offered to you?
It's just even phone support. They'll call if you need them to call you. They'll send information to you if you need it.
They'll print stuff off for me.
Yeah, they'll print it. They'll even turn up to your house if you need them to come there if you can't get to them. They're just fantastic. Wow. They go above and beyond.
Yeah.
Just focusing on your ability.
Yeah. Not your disability.
Yeah.
That's the thing, a lot of clients are just like us, like everyone else. They're just stuck in a rut or stuck in, a place that they don't know where to move forward. So they just need someone there to help, just throw suggestions and, give them a bit of a boost like we got from the employment agency. So most of them are really good. And I just see they're almost like identical to us in day-to-day life.
They are.
Well, Judith, that's just another fantastic story from across Chorus. And what it made me think while I was listening to those conversations is that, within Chorus, just like in many organisations like us, it's very easy to become very distracted and focused on the rules and the regulations and the data and the reporting and the transactional requirements of the work that we do. But what it really does come back to is the lives people want to live, and everyone's an individual and they've got their opportunities and they've got their challenges, and it just kind of makes the whole thing seem worthwhile.
Yeah, I think a job is more than just a job or about money or paying the bills. It really is about spending time in a place and with people that really make you feel good about who you are and like you're delivering something, purpose in life. I don't know, we spend so much time doing something productive during the day. It's got to be worthwhile.
Yeah, it's and you gather your experiences along the way, and it's nice to be able to use that experience and give something back, which is basically what all the people we've talked to today, that's what they've done. They've used their life experience and now they're doing great things in the community, and that's what we're doing here at Chorus, and it's a great thing to be able to do. I love doing it.
That's good to know. We could all be doing our jobs in different industries, but we've all ended up here, haven't we?
We have.
We do. So, look, Judith, thank you very much for being the spine of this episode of Chorus
Thanks
Voices.
for having me.
It's been fantastic, and thanks for going off and having those chats. So that's it for this episode on Des. We got to meet Des, that very nice gentleman who really goes by the name of Disability Employment Services. It's a fantastic corner of the Chorus world. Until next time, I'm Dan Minchin.
And I'm Lou Forster.
I'm Judith Hatton. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Chorus Voices, the podcast brought to you by Chorus. If you like our show and wanted to know more, check out our website at chorus.org.au. And please leave a review. We'd love to hear your feedback, and it helps others find us and enjoy the podcast as well. Join us next time for more inspiring stories and news from our community. Chorus, a fresh approach to community service.